For the next 21 days, we rise together with a renewed body, a charged mind, and a soul that is guiding you forward with simple practices that elevate you and align you, which will make you unstoppable. It is your declaration to empowerment. Today, we step into something deeper, something which is in the intricacies of your mind that dictates and shapes your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions, and that is your beliefs. Beliefs are powerful. Beliefs are those silent codes that tell you how you live your life. They decide the kind of success you experience, the kind of love you experience, the kind of opportunities that come to you. Your beliefs are from where you live your entire life. And do you know at what age these beliefs are formed? They're already formed between the ages of 0 to 14. Even before you could really truly experience, figure it out, and live your life, your beliefs were formed. So, yes, your understanding of love, safety, money, success is all coming from how a child understood it, from how a child experienced it and felt it at that time. Neuroscience tells us that by the age of 7, most of your subconscious patterns and mindset is already built. And how is it built? Mostly because of what you have felt, what you have observed others are doing, and what you've associated things with. So your understanding of money right now is coming from what was going on in your surroundings. Your understanding of relationships that you have is based on what you saw while you were growing up, on how people were treating each other and what you decided and made out of it. Your understanding of your own self-worth and what you're capable of also comes from a similar space. Or when you were younger, how were you treated? How were you spoken to? What was told to you? What was okay? What was not okay? All these started setting up as stacks in your mind as belief systems, and beliefs are just based on what you consider to be true. Are they the actual truth? No, it's your version of the truth that you have in your mind, and that's exactly what you're living now. So, whenever you're coming across an obstacle, whenever you're coming across a stagnancy, and whenever you're coming across a limitation, then I want you to actually pause and ask yourself this question. Is it really me and what I think right now, or is it something from my past and what I have picked up knowingly and unknowingly? Let's do a quick exercise together. I want you to write down one limiting thought that you have right now. This limiting thought is holding you back. It's making you shrink. It's not allowing you to be what you're capable of with the current potential that you have. Write that one limiting thought. It can be about the kind of money you can earn. It can be the kind of capabilities you have. It can be about the kind of possibilities and opportunities you can create. It can be about what kind of a person you can be in relationships. Just pick one for now. This limiting thought is holding you back. It's making you shrink. It's not allowing you to be what you're capable of with the current potential that you have. Write that one limiting thought. Now that you have written it, I want you to focus on the evidence of it, the proof of it. How much evidence can you stack up against this belief that it is entirely true? How many incidents can you name specifically which say that this thought that you're having is the truth? Or are you starting to realize that it's just an assumption, it's someone else's opinion, it's someone else's statement, or it is just a fear in your mind which you have made real? The fun thing about beliefs is that you can change it and reprogram it whenever you wish, because your beliefs are formed from associations, repetitions, and emotional connection. So the most fundamental thing you can do is called a reframe, where whatever negative belief you have, reframe it into a positive statement, just like an affirmation. So when you start changing it and create a new affirmation and you repeat it with emotional connection to it, the more you say it, it's like a stamp that you're pressing it again and again, and that starts becoming your new belief system. And the second part to reprogramming a belief is start giving it more evidence. Whatever new belief you have, start creating it more in an experience. Baby experiences, small experiences, big experiences. The more evidence and proof you have, the new belief system will start becoming your reality. So let's take, for example, the belief system, I'm not good enough. Start reframing it by calling it, I am good enough. I'm learning to be a better version of me every single day. You can take another one. I am not able to make that much money like others are. I'm on my own path and own journey, and I am making more and more money with each passing day. Just make small shifts as you saw in the above examples. And when you make these shifts, you start reprogram. Keep repeating it. You can repeat it in the form of an affirmation by verbally saying it. You can repeat it in the form of writing so that you can keep writing it. It gets inculcated. Or you can keep putting it through experience, little big experiences, and acknowledging them. I've been working with people and working on their belief systems for about 14-15 years now. And note that they do not change overnight. But yes, the shift begins with these simple practices, which are so powerful that once you make that subtle shift in your mind and you become open like a sponge to receive it, your experience changes and then the belief system sets in more and more. So do not give up hope at the first chance where you see something has gone wrong. Reiterate the new belief system. Practice it, repeat it, keep seeking more and more evidence. There might be some negative experience, but stack up more of the positive experience, and you will feel that the whole world has changed just because you changed your internal reality.